Welcome back to Wepner Farms Productions. Got some comments about my boots, so I just wanted to talk about them. These have been my favorite boots. They're Lacrosses, Lacrosse Alpha Lights, 16 inches, but as you can see, I am a hoarder. I have accumulated a lot of junk boots. So these are another pair of those Alpha Lights. They've been my favorite pair. They have been my favorite pair so far until I went to the old Fleet Farm where I usually buy them. They're on sale, 65 bucks. Apparently everyone else had the same idea. Go buy them up. I was gonna buy two pairs right away since they're so cheap. They're usually like 115. Didn't have any, so had to switch them up. Big fan of Lacrosse. They used to be made in Wisconsin, but I don't think they are anymore. Still think they're the best rubber boots money can buy, and for what they are, they're pretty reasonably priced. So pick these up. They were 116. They are Alpha Lights. They're Alpha Lights 2, and I'll show you the difference in a second here. So you can get these in camouflage or gray. Since they're work boots, I just went with the grays, and here's what they are. Basically the same thing, except they got a strap on the back. The reason I like the other ones is because they don't have the straps, so they're always tight around your legs, so straw and stuff don't get inside them. If you're a dairy farmer, you understand where I'm coming from that. But they're super comfortable. Any Lacrosse boots I've had have been super comfortable. Had lots of muck boots in the past, and they're just not as nice, and they're not as comfortable. Big Ricky and Little Ricky both wear muck boots. I have been sticking pretty hardcore to the Lacrosses. So yeah, super comfortable. They seem to last a little longer, at least on my feet. When you spend as much time as you do, or as I do, in rubber boots, it's pretty important to have a comfortable pair of boots. So each pair I've had a Lacrosse. They usually last about 6 months, so it's a lot of hours in them. So I just did a rough estimate of how many hours I've spent in these boots, and they're getting blown out in the back. They're just leaking all over. Couple pinholes up front here, side there, typical places for boots to get worn out. Roughly 912 hours I put on these bad boys, so it's a lot of hours in boots. And on the inside, see what the soles look like. Pull them out. Original soles. They've had their use. They've done their time. Tread on the bottom. Pretty much raw dogging them. That's a tread on these, so hopefully it won't be so slippery. Anyways, it is Sunday afternoon here on the farm, doing chores, afternoon chores, and checking out what's all going on. So first thing I always do when I get here, mosey around to the pre-fresh, see what's going on here, see what type of activity we have. I think we might have a hot dog, and that we do. Must have just been born. They're licking it off right now. See what he looks like. And just check out our pre-fresh over here after we see how the little hot dog's doing. What do we got going on here? Heifer had a calf. Looks pretty big. I bet you it's a heifer. Ah, it's a bull. Should have known from the long nose. But we do breed sex semen, so usually they are heifer calves that come out of anything if they're Holsteins. Got this cow on the end. She looks ready to pop. Go ahead and get her out of here. See if there's, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, you're not supposed to come out of here. Yep. That's a meanie. Come on, Tootsie. You're supposed to come out. Come on, rise and shine. Let's go. Come on. Upsy daisies. Get up. I know you're so comfortable. There you go. We're gonna move her out and we'll check for other ones. Nope. You're staying in there. You're that. Who are you? You probably actually don't need to be in there, but I actually don't know why she's in there. I would have expected little Ricky to be here by now. Spent a little too much time with his lady friend. Keeps showing up late to work. Ready? 3, 2, 1. There you go. So we just gave it the one without a nasal thing. That was calf guard, scour guard. It's like rotavirus, other viruses. Rotavirus and I don't know what else. Drawing a blank here. I don't have a thing. Anyways, non-respiratory. And the other one is respiratory. So we're gonna drag that little boy out of there and put him in with the other abundance of calves we've had this weekend. Excuse a little bit of a messy room as we have 5 hot dogs in here. It's been a busy weekend, I'll tell you what. Time to see how cooperative our heifer is. She's never been milked before, obviously, because she is a heifer. So she's not very familiar with what's about to happen, but I assure you she will love what's going to happen. Come bringing refreshments, or only refreshments for you again? You didn't know you were over here. Where else would I be? Nope. Got other business to take care of. You were to Niggle at? Niggle must be spending too much time with his lady friend.
He's already what?
I heard he was going out to breakfast with him and haven't heard from him since. So, I guess I am on my own once again.
Somebody cranked right up.
It's good. 2 cc's of oxytocin to relax her, help her clean for 1, and 2, it'll help her let milk down. This is a natural thing that all animals have, and we're just dosing it to help her along. I found it works better if you kind of inject it a little bit slower and roughly 3 to 5 minutes before you milk them. Got some udder wash and a rag. We're gonna use that to clean up her udder before we start milking her. 1, get bacteria off the udder so it doesn't get in the milk, and 2, get bacteria off the udder so it doesn't go into the udder and cause potential other issues. Got our milking pail. We're gonna go collect some milk now. Toots. Now the fun's all done. She gets to go enjoy some food. She's that one on the end. And I'm gonna take care of her baby. See what she gave. The yellower it is, normally the better it is. So we do have a bricks reader here. We're gonna go ahead and get ourselves a sample. 33.7. That is way up there on the brick scale. That is ideal. Ideal milk. Pretty good stuff. So we get some of that bottled up, feed that one, and then if we got enough, there was another calf that's ready for its second feeding. If we got another bottle worth here, we'll go ahead and feed that one right away. Be ready to rock and roll. Let's get her going. Hold on, buddy. Hold on. So ideally you should see the calf chewing. That means you're down in the right spot for tubing. So as long as they're chewing, you're probably doing a good job. So I'm gonna get this guy fed, get that other one fed, get everything cleaned up, and we'll be on our way. Hot dogs are all done. Taking our heifer down by the robots. Be time to fetch some cows. All right, try again, Grilly. There we go. That's her new home. She'll get mapped tomorrow morning, and then she'll be in a full milking rotation. We got our fetch list made now. We got, looks like 9 cows we got to get. Couple that are far out. Fresh heifers.
Found our first cow.
She's ready to go. Come on, other tootsies. So, ultimate goal is to get these cows in this pen here, and then essentially creating a force flow that they're gonna get milked. She's about 20 hours out, like 130 days in milk. Not really sure why she didn't come today, but have to go get her. So this 796, she's a typical fetch cow, and she usually hangs out on this side. 796 we're looking for. Unless that's her there. Not her. $7.96, where are ya? Right there she is. She's coming. Yeah, she's standing right here. Surprised you not see her.
Yeah, well, all the others are they all keep
Another 3 in this pen. Kind of reading numbers as we come through here. heifers are a little more unruly, so typically I'll put that gate across to help sort. Sometimes they go good. They were really good this morning. I fetched by myself, and I did not have any extras. It's 9:44. Come on, girly. Rise and shine. Come on, get up. Get up. Come on. $9.51 and $8.99. I feel like we're missing some. Who'd I miss?
51. And you have a cow that's about to jump.
Yeah, I was seeing her. So little Ricky and I trade off calf feeding jobs. I do the little ones. He does the big ones on Sundays. So that means I gotta get my cart over here and fill up 23 bottles. So we got 23 calves out there. Holy man, what's going on here? 117 gallons. I hope that's not full of water, and that's why that is overflowing. Doesn't look like it overflowed a ton, but you never know. Our first 9. Time to get some milk. They run our water out first. And a little more for good measures. Don't want to feed any water. We'll start filling our bottles up. Alright, these guys are hungry. I'm gonna start with the oldest ones here. This should be the oldest calf. Well trained, ready to rock. Yeah, this calf is marked, that calf's marked. Kind of having a flush of calves in here that haven't been feeling the best. This guy looks like he could use a little bedding. I got probiotics on them. We're having some pasteurizer issues, actually, I think is what kind of caused some of it, but I did go ahead and wash all of our stuff in the pre-fresh with acid. Try to make sure any other bacteria that could be growing, it has been taken care of. So I have noticed that a lot of our sick calves right now are early on, and typically it's usually at that 1 week mark that we always had problems before, and when it's earlier than that, usually it has to do with instruments not being clean like they should be. So always try to put the bleed holes facing down. I think I already said that. That's just so if milk were to leak out of the bleed hole, it's going to be more likely to drip onto the ground than to go into their nostrils or somewhere else. That would not be good for them. Come on, buddies. So we got some good eaters. Got some brand new nipples here. Looks like possibly 4 or 5 calves that are not going to want to drink on their own here. So I always like to start newest to oldest, just because that's how I like to run things. So I'm going to attempt the bottle first. Get him sucking. Doing good. Here you go, you almost got her figured out. Nipples right here, buddy. There you go. Stay on it now. We got 2 maybe, maybe not. There you go. You stay on it now. Really? Here you go. Come on. You're doing good. There you go. Bottle looks a little low there, buddy. Calves are all done. Everyone drank all of their milk, which is lovely to see. Always happy to see calves that drink all their milk. So we're gonna head back over by the cows, relieve little Ricky. He'll go out and feed the barns, and I will watch cows run into walls, wash these bottles up, and I guess whatever else little Ricky didn't get done while I was feeding calves. Everything here is broke down. Gonna give everything a quick rinse off with hot water. Try to get all the straw off, get all the milk rinsed out. Get them so they're relatively clean. Same with the bottles. And we're gonna fill both these sinks up about halfway. This one's gonna get hot water. This one will get cold water. And we'll be mixing bleach in there. And then we'll be mixing up a chlorine dioxide mix in here. We're gonna wash in this tub, and we're gonna rinse in that tub. All right, pretty rad. Everything here is all cleaned up, washed up, and ready for tomorrow's chores. Let's see what's left to do in the barn. Looks like all we got left here is a few rowdy heifers to take care of. Go on. There you go. Training good, I think. Come on, Tootsie. Come on. I encourage you to go into the robot. You've done it probably 4 to 5 times by now, I would have to guess. Sometimes they take a little encouragement getting in there. There you go. There you go. A little more. Head up. Come on. Sometimes they won't put their head up, and then it will not start milking them. There we go. See how she does, if she jumps around yet at all or not. A nice square udder. We're gonna put our treatment on. It can be difficult on these new heifers because they tend to move around a lot because it's something they're not really used to. But looks like it's pretty close. She's standing pretty well. She was a little jumpy this morning. Time to get milking. And just like that, that's all she wrote for afternoon chores. Juno's beeping away, pushing up feed. Must be on its far run right now. It's not very close. All the cows are through. Had to map one over here and blah 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 blah. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Fun little Sunday fun day. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.